Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity. And I hope you're all having a wonderful morning. I am. I need another coffee, but I'll survive. Right, today it's Eiffel Store again, and this is the last one for Eiffel Store this week. Tomorrow I'm going to be up with KS Craft Design Team Hall. Right, so for today I've decided to use some of the embossed leaves. I just chose a few of them, and those are the ones that are kind of like loosely dangling around in the bag, but they're really lovely. If you cut these in plain white cardstock and just brushed a little bit of watercolour onto them, it would totally pick up all of those designs. Next up, I'm using my surprise creation plain edge mini slimline. The largest one here is 6x3, and they come in a double set, so you get the jagged edged and you also get the plain in that set. So just a small cards that I'm making. Right, what else have I used? I've used American Craft Digitals, and the reason for that is I went on to Snap Click Supply yesterday and I just couldn't find it. So whether they're deciding to put them up later and later, I just don't know. So I went over to American Crafts, which is just as lovely, not as cheap, but it's still very good value for money. And these are some of the scraps that I've got left. This is the Vicky Bhutan colour study paper, and those are just like scraps left over from what I'd printed off. And the bit that comes off the edge of that is my second layer for the card that I'm doing, and it's this sheet of blue, and that was kind of attached onto that. But this, if you look at it, cut down the whole length there, it's going to make an absolutely gorgeous looking rosette. Or just use a flower punch or a round punch and use some of your leaf twine. Create some really nice, mixed media type flowers. And the other one there is the hot pink. So it's kind of like very Indian summer colours. And I don't know whether that's showing true. Like, we've had very high pollen here the past few days, so you have to forgive my throat, and I might sound very nasally. Right, so if I push that, and I've tried to be very prepared today. So that is my background piece, and that is sort of like raspberry and cerise pink. And then my top bit is this one, which I think I'm going to have that way around with the lightest bit at the bottom. So you can see it is very mixed media. And I'm going to fix that down. I've already got my foam on the back ready, and I'm going to try and be central, you know what I'm like. And then on the lime green, I just printed out Hello Beautiful Friend onto that piece. So don't forget to use your fonts with your papers too. And if you've got digital stamps, you can print digital stamps onto there. So I don't know whether I'm going to go centre with that or whether I'm going to drop it down to the bottom. But for the leaves, I cut those in different colours from that digital pack. I'm just trying to pick them all up. And I did actually only cut 6, but I'm going to try and do a close-up so that you can see just how pretty they are. So if they were cut in foil or white cardstock, you can imagine just how deep and noticeable the emboss would be. But my idea for this card is I just kind of like want to dot my leaves around, and I want to do it dimensionally. So as I said, I don't really know if I'm going like that and dotting things around or what I'm doing. But I'm just kind of like sticking that there and looking at it and thinking. And I think I'm actually going to drop my lime green layer right to the bottom of the blue and put all the leaves up at the top, because that's the way my brain is working this morning. Right, so peeling off the back here, get my nails under. Does anyone else suffer when the humidity gets really high and the pollen? Oh, it's awful. Right, let's put that there. My dogs suffer as well, bless them. I have them on allergy pills to stop their eyes and noses from streaming. Right, I am going to have to stand up because I do want to get this one in the centre. or as centre as I can. And of course it's always nice to have it straight too. Right, I'm going to go with that. And then I need to peel the back off this one. Sorry if I'm shouting. I've got my head right over the microphone. Just get the backs off these. And this is a really quick card. I mean, if you're doing a journal page or you're wanting to pop something in a frame really quickly and give as a gift, papers like this are just, you know, they're fabulous cheats because you haven't had to get all of the paint out and do it yourself. So I think I'm in the centre there. So I'm going to go with that. And I can sit back down again, glide my chair over and make the camera wobble. Right, so it's just a matter of peeling these off and deciding where I'm going to be. I think I'm going to be there. I'm going some orange. This is actually a colour wheel image. And for those of you who know me and my obsessions for colour swatching, yeah, I'm trying to think where I'm going to put that. I'm going to have it there. Then you'll know I just love colour wheels. I've got stencil colour wheels, stamp colour wheels. When I say a colour wheel, I just have to have it. I think I'm going to go in there, straight up, straight down. Why not? And then I've got a little bit of pink, which I think I'm going to put at the top here. Flying off all random. But just a really quick card to say hello to someone. I do like to be able to do and have things like this. And then I'm going to go off edge with that one. And then I think I'm just going to go up the corner with that one and come down a bit. Ooh, don't know. Do I want one upside down? Maybe skewy. No. Remember, your foam is not permanent until you stick it. I think I'm just going to put it there. Overlap it slightly. There. That was a super quickie card. But I love these little specks of white paint splashes. But just look at the texture in those leaves. Those are just great. And if you cut them out of watercolour cardstock, it's going to be an even deeper impression, especially if you're using the B company. Somebody asked about the watercolour paper that I used yesterday, and it is the B company from Walmart. And it's around, I think it's about $11.50 now. But you get 50 huge sheets and it's 300 GSM. So it's incredibly thick. So if you imagine cutting a die with that and doing some watercolour, you're going to get all of your lovely piercing and embossing showing on that. But I really like that. It's a happy little piece of mixed media, and it was super quick to make. It took 7 minutes. How's that? Right, you have an absolutely awesome day. I'll be up tomorrow with KS Craft, and as usual, all links below. Bye.